Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. The situation in the country is getting very messy and very unpredictable. William Ruto's government, on the other hand, is coming out as confused, clueless, and do not know on how to handle the current prevailing political situation in the country. Let's have a look at a tweet shared out by Murkomen about 2 hours ago. Kipchumba Murkomen. My statement on KLM's false claims of civil unrest in Kenya. Republic of Kenya, Ministry of Roads and Transport. For immediate release, 28th January 2023. Read. Protest to statement by KLM on false claims of civil unrest in Kenya. I have spoken to Dutch airline KLM's country representative to Kenya about a false claim posted on their social media on the purported civil unrest in Kenya. I have officially registered my protest with the airline against this unfounded, false, insensitive, and misleading information that paints Kenya in bad light. Kenya and the Netherlands enjoy very good diplomatic relations, and KLM as a company is highly regarded in the country. We are therefore shocked that the airline would spread such fabricated, malicious, and false allegations without fact-checking and considering the probable effects to our country's image and economy. Whereas this post has been pulled down from KLM's social media pages, we will escalate the discussion through diplomatic channels to ensure the same does not recur. Kenya is and will continue to be peaceful, hospitable, and welcoming country and a regional hub for trade, investment, and tourism. Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, EGH, Cabinet Secretary. That's Kipchumba Murkomen. And that's why I strongly believe there is total confusion in this government. A very clueless government, a government that does not know on how to handle the current political situation in the country. A very inexperienced government. Let's dig deep, ladies and gentlemen, to see exactly what is happening here. Yes. What's happening here? Earlier in the day, KLM, Dutch Royal Airline, had warned that because of civil unrest in Kenya, its flights to and from Kenya might be interrupted. That's what Kipchumba Murkomen is protesting. But even before digging deep into that, which ministry should deal with that? Is it the Ministry of Foreign Affairs? Is it the Ministry of Internal Security? Or is it the Ministry of Roads that Kipchumba Murkomen heads? I personally believe and feel that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or even the Ministry of Internal Security could have dealt with that issue better than the Ministry of Roads headed by Kipchumba Murkomen. And that's why I strongly believe there is total confusion in William Ruto's government. And I'm saying that because we have been seeing Cabinet Secretary for Information distributing relief food in Nyanza. You'll see a Cabinet Secretary of Health inspecting roads. Total confusion in the government. Just recently, Moses Kuria was talking about GMO maize, something that falls within the agriculture docket. Total confusion in the government. So, what does that post by Murkomen and the warning by KLM means? Let's dig deep. Yes. What does Murkomen's tweet and KLM's warnings mean? Yes. What does it mean? Even though KLM pulled down their warning, the damage has already been done. A message has been sent to the international community that there is civil unrest in Kenya. The damage has been done. And that message can lead to travel advisories to Kenya. It can lead to no investments in Kenya. It can lead to no loans to Kenya. No tourists to Kenya. Those who had planned to travel to Kenya can decide to hold on a bit. Because after all, there is uncertainty, civil unrest in Kenya. The government is not stable. Political risk in Kenya, very high. Those are the implications of the warning by KLM, Dutch Royal Airline. And Murkomen is making it worse by also highlighting it. So in fact, Murkomen is even publicizing it more. So, how did we get here, ladies and gentlemen? If you look at what is currently happening in Kenya, before the elections, there were some travel warnings to Kisumu. And actually it did turn out, as those foreign powers were saying, the warnings by Dutch Royal Airline, it might be possible that they had seen, or rather they have looked at the bigger picture and they know what is coming ahead. They might know what is coming ahead. Kenya might be heading to civil unrest. And there are so many reasons to explain that. The government of the day is badly oppressing the poor man. High taxes, corruption, government appointments are only going to 2 regions. We are seeing a government where its top leaders are branding opposition's peaceful rallies as mandamano. And we are seeing a government that is actually saying that we want to deal with this Mzee. Rigathi just some few days ago was requesting that he should be let to deal with Raila Odinga. He should just be given 1 week to deal with Raila Odinga. After that, they'll come back and start delivering after dealing with Raila Odinga. All those sentiments are just creating a perception, or rather an impression, that Kenya is at war. So the government is actually responsible for creating that kind of a perception. Opposition has called for peaceful rallies. In fact, Raila and his team have not even called for demonstrations. William Ruto, the president, and his deputy are creating an impression that already the opposition has called for mandamano and they are going to deal with him. All those are things that only helps in building tension and raising political temperatures. And that's why I did say that William Ruto, for him to handle the situation, then he must be somebody who can actually negotiate or at least humble himself. This is what is currently happening in Kenya, needs a political solution. It's not about a leader because you are the president or because you now have power. It's not about you now chest thumping, saying that you want to deal with that leader. And the leader you want to deal with has even more support on the ground than you. I think that's what is causing all these problems. So the warnings by these KLM airlines, the government has contributed to those kind of tensions and high political temperatures in the country. William Ruto and his government should and must know on how to control what comes from their mouths. They can actually help in burning the country. And you are now seeing, very soon, you'll start seeing other countries issuing travel advisories to Kenya. And that will make things even worse as they are right now. And one thing that William Ruto should know, if the situation gets worse than it is right now, William Ruto stands to lose more because he's the president. If the situation becomes worse, I'm very sure that can be a very wonderful opportunity for a revolution in Kenya, because I know it will reach a point, life will be very difficult, and Kenyans will now say, enough is enough. The way forward will be for Kenyans to remove William Ruto forcefully from office through a revolution. That's why William Ruto should humble himself. Let him calm down. Let him be sober enough. This thing can be handled politically, not through thorax and chest thumping. These foreign countries, they take political risks very seriously. And it's possible they might have seen what is coming ahead. Yes, they might have seen it. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But even before I stop, if you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. If you want to support us, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number. From that Murkomen tweet, and from that warning by KLM, is very clear that the international community, the government, is now feeling the strength and the political impact of one man, Raila Amolo Odinga. William Ruto will have no option but to talk to Raila Odinga. That's something coming out very clearly. Let's meet in our next analysis.